Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles rule the box office. If the end of the world is coming, then it's time to stock up on necessities like 100% organic heirloom seeds. Back from surgery, quarterback Cam Newton leads Panthers to a victory over the Chiefs. Ebola quarantine center in Monrovia raided, and the National Guard has been sent into Missouri to end the ongoing riots over the shooting of an unarmed black teen by the police. These stories coming up in News Around the Web.
It's Aisha Ricketts, and I'm here to bring you the top trending news from around the web. Kicking things off today is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. The 2014 live-action reboot of the wildly popular 1984 animated series has been locking down the US box office for 2 weeks now. They shocked box office analysts by raking in an eye-popping $65 million on their opening weekend, bumping Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy and its $41.5 million opening weekend sales right off the top spot. Now, last weekend, the Ninjas continued their siege on the North American box office by managing to pull in another $28.4 million, making them the highest-grossing movie of the weekend yet again. Now, it's not just North America that loves these pizza-eating, smart-talking mutants. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have raked in $185 million in ticket sales worldwide in the 2 weeks that they've been on screen. Nice! Their success has prompted Paramount to announce that they will be releasing a Ninja Turtles 2 set for June 3rd, 2016. Now, the other top grossing movies of the weekend were Guardians of the Galaxy, which I loved, but it's just not as Kevin Bacon as the Ninja Turtles, which raked in $24.7 million. Then in third place, Let's Be Cops at $17.7 million. Expendables 3 not doing as well as expected in fourth place, earning $16.2 million, and The Giver rounding out the top 5 with its $12.7 million in earnings. Now, this has been a great summer so far for the US box office, with a lot of movies doing a lot better than expected in earnings. What were your must-see movies for the summer, or is your must-see something that hasn't even come out yet? Let me know in the comments below. In Market Buzz, I tell you guys about new products hitting the market that are either super different from what you're used to, or about existing products that are generating quite a nice little buzz for themselves here on the internet. Today, I've got great news for the farmers, the conspiracy theorists, and the skeptical. I'm gonna put you on to some 100% organic survival seeds. Now, call me paranoid, guys, but we've got the threat of war seeming to loom over us from Russia, Korea, and Muslim extremists in Africa and Iraq. We're experiencing extreme weather conditions, namely the hottest summer we've ever recorded. We're having outbreaks of deadly diseases like Ebola. The world seems to be in trouble, and it really makes you think about what you're gonna do if the going gets really tough. Now, whether you're farming as a part of a plan of preparation for your survival when D-Day comes, or you're an informed consumer of fruits and vegetables who is tired of genetically modified seeds, you've got to get yourself some survival seeds. Now, Home and Garden America is selling 100% organic heirloom vegetable garden survival seeds on Amazon.com, so named for their amazing germination rate and the fact that you can store them for decades before use. They're giving you a lot of options here with over 50 varieties of seeds in each package for a price that some people are selling packages of 30 different seeds for. Apart from the price, something that really sets this product apart from the rest is the fact that these survival seeds come with a lifetime satisfaction guarantee. Let me repeat that, lifetime satisfaction guarantee. So basically, there's never been a better time to try a healthy organic diet. Each package contains 9,500 or more non-GMO, non-hybrid, all-natural seeds with germination rates of up to 85% or more. Buy now, and Home and Garden America will give you a free 32-page guide for planting, storing, and sprouting your seeds to maximize your investment. Now, the genetic modification of seeds and crossbreeding of the plants they produce with their wild counterparts means that there are very few high-quality organic heirloom seeds left in the world. So get yours now and start growing over 8,000 of your very own healthy, fresh, organic, juicy vegetables today. To get yourself some survival seeds, visit tiny.cc/survival seeds or click the link below. If you've been following this story, then you'll know that Missouri declared a state of emergency and imposed a curfew on Saturday in response to the escalating violence. So on Sunday, when police reportedly came under attack from citizens, they had no alternative but to respond. Now, even though the officers eventually dispersed the crowds and no incidents were reported during the curfew, Governor Jay Nixon signed an executive order for the presence of the National Guard to help restore peace and order and to protect the citizens of Ferguson. Now, if you pay attention to what the people in Ferguson are saying, and you even see pictures or videos of what's going on there that are being uploaded on the internet, they look like they're doing anything but protecting and serving. People are already scared by the militarization of the police, and now the National Guard, which is basically Army Reserve, is literally going in too. Now, President Barack Obama has already condemned the police behavior going on in Ferguson, stating that there was no need for the excessive force being demonstrated. But the situation is still escalating. Do you think the National Guard being called in is a step too far? Do you think it's not far enough and won't end the rioting? How do you feel about the injustice of the unarmed teen being shot, or police tear gassing demonstrators? I know people all over the country are pretty worked up about this because the hashtags Ferguson and Stop Don't Shoot have been trending on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram over the past week. So share your thoughts on the situation in the comments below. In today's top sports story, it didn't matter that he was fresh off the hospital bed. Cam Newton, the Carolina Panthers quarterback, was able to lead his team to a 28-16 win over the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday night. Now, Newton has been hit more than any other quarterback in the NFL over the past 3 seasons, and he was definitely feeling the wear and tear. He did, however, make a successful return following his recent ankle surgery, largely aided by Jonathan Stewart, who ran for 2 touchdowns, helping the Panthers beat the Kansas City Chiefs 28-16 in the preseason game. It was a great return for Stewart too, who has missed 17 games in the last 2 seasons due to foot and ankle injuries. Now, while Newton got off to a slow start, he missed 5 of the first 6 passes. When he did get back into the swing of things, he connected on a 24-yard pass to Benjamin over the middle of Carolina's next series, leading to Stewart's second score. Now, regarding his franchise quarterback upon his return to the field, Panthers coach Ron Rivera told news sources, "If we can run the ball effectively with the backs and not have to rely on him running, we would much rather do that." We got any Panther fans right here? Yeah, no? Okay, let me know. Are you happy to see Cam Newton back on the field? What about Stewart? And do you think they're going to perform this season, or are their injuries going to get the better of them? Let me know in the comments below. In today's top health story, an angry mob attacked the Ebola quarantine center in Monrovia's densely populated West Point Township on Saturday evening. Assistant Health Minister Tolbert Nienswa said all of the patients had been moved to another medical facility, but conflicting reports have been received by news sources, one stating that 17 had escaped while 10 others were taken away by their families. Now, there's a lot of ignorance and suspicion surrounding the Ebola virus in Liberia, where more than 400 people are known to have died from the virus out of a total of 1,145 deaths recorded in West Africa by the World Health Organization this year. Now, some news sources say the looting is a result of angry citizens who don't want the quarantine center in their neighborhood, while others don't believe Ebola is real in the first place. Either way, they want the center to close. So, in addition to removing all the patients that were still alive, they looted the quarantine center, which is the most frustratingly idiotic piece of news I've heard in a while. Let's bear in mind, okay, that Ebola spreads by contact with infected person's bodily fluids, such as sweat and blood, right? And no cure or vaccine is currently available, barring ZMapp or the Canadian vaccine that they're still in testing stages, right? The people who broke into the quarantine center stole blood-stained mattresses, bedding, and medical equipment, according to an anonymous report given by a senior police officer. If people actually use these stolen items or even come into contact with them without proper protection and without following the proper kind of hygiene that is necessary to avoid contracting the virus, this looting spree could spread the virus to the whole of the West Point area. That means an estimated 50,000 people now have a very direct and very real risk of catching the virus. And now the one medical center in the area treating it has been dismantled. Great. In case you haven't been following the story, the current Ebola epidemic began in Guinea in February and has since spread to Liberia, Sierra Leone, and Nigeria. While a few infected persons have been treated and recovered from the virus, according to statistics released by the World Health Organization on Friday, the death toll in the epidemic has risen to 1,145 after 76 new deaths had been reported in the 2 days up to August 13. To date, there have been 2,127 reported cases of persons infected in the outbreak. Maybe I'm lacking in empathy, but I can't even begin to understand the mindset of the people who have done this. They know people are dying all around them. Even if they don't believe Ebola is real and that it's what's killing people, wouldn't that prompt them to just avoid contact with other people? Especially items belonging to people who have died from whatever is going around. Can someone please shed some insight into their mindset for me in the comments? And any other thoughts you may have about this latest development in the Ebola epidemic spreading across West Africa. Well, everyone, that's it for today's News Around the Web. These were just overviews of the hottest stories kicking off the week. To get full details of them, or to see what else is trending around the web, then check out our website, newsaroundtheweb.com, and subscribe to that and our YouTube channel. If you do, you'll be alerted every time you make a new post and always be in the know. I'm Aisha Ricketts, and I'll see you next time for News Around the Web.